It's Week 17 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He comes into this one 5th in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the 49ers and the Commanders coming up next.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. Play action, now Purdy. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
First carry of the game for Hassan Haskins. Taken down at the 30. The Niners had 12-3 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Great defense there on third and goal. They took away everything, forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Faking the handoff. Howell. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Howell throwing on third down here. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And they will take over 1st and 10. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. Here's Walker to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Purdy. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of these.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here comes third down at 7. Now Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Washington first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Niner defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Throwing here, Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shoved that one down with little gain.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. Purdy now to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for a 2nd straight play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Here's 3rd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 12 on the year. So take away the touchdown there as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Robinson will try to pick it up. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A 7-yard return following a punt of 35 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on and they're ready for this next series. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide, they want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. Purdy looking to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
San Francisco.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Gets past one man. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
At their own 1-yard line.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Howell. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taking on the midfield logo. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Open man. He's got Jefferson across the formation. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, a 22. Here's Walker. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Commanders nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over again. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
3rd down and long.
Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one caught by Gibson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the 2nd time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. And you know where I'm
Fantasy.
going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
San Francisco.
And Walker once more. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, 28 yards. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw, Howell. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Another throw for Howell. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And Howell will throw it. That is caught. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 31 on third down.
And the Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Howell. This pass hauled in by Dotson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
The Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This 2nd and 4. Howell now to throw it. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Howell to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gano the extra point, and the lead now down to 20. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And bulldozing his way through. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. 118 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. On third down, here's Purdy. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Throw out wide is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Play action, now Purdy. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 30. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Purdy. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
I'm impressed,
Yeah,
aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct? But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Washington. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Washington, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
27-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run again here with Robinson. Down to about the 22 here. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Howell. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Micah Parsons in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Gano's kick is good, and that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now 3rd down and 7. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Purdy's throw taken in here by Chase. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the 1st down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. This caught by Latu, the tight end.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
1st down, 49ers.
Now Purdy. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They go play action here. Purdy. A short throw here to Latu.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Purdy will look to throw again here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now at FedEx Field. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Well, they held them out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Purdy.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. The Washington offense set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Hal to the air on 1st and 10. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here's Howell. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw, Howell. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And Howell will throw it.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Motion man is Crowder. Howell throwing on 1st down here.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Howell out of the shotgun.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Well, the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It was Justin Houston who got him down.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort.
The Niners on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Throw out wide to Walker. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Walker will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Powell from the gun.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
16 more on that one and another 1st down. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
180 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. And going right back to Walker.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Up the middle, here's Walker. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He'll get this to his tight end, Latu.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.